It's Sunday,
It is Sunday.
March the 3rd, 2024. I'm still John Evans, and you're on the Small Town Network.
I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm Howard Hall.
And you are watching Community News. If you're brand new and you've never seen us before, first of all, welcome. I know we've got a bunch of new followers and likers, so thank you for that. Got to thank all the groups. We're shared in like 53 groups now. It's insane. So thank you to all the groups that share us every week. But basically, we're a weekly informational program. We kind of tell you things coming up, things to do this week, things to do next week, and some weather, thanks to WBLT. Usually we have a Rockwood High School student reporter, but they've got a lot going on, and we'll tell you about that coming up later. Also, before I forget, we have expanded to all these platforms. Now on Twitter, we're at SmallTownNet. Instagram, it is at small_town_network. You're probably watching us now on Facebook, and don't forget to check out Small Town Network on YouTube. We're in HD.
Yeah.
And we'll give you that email again if you have events. No event is too big or too small to be put on our program. We would love to share any of your events. So hey, just send them to us and stick around the end of the program. We'll tell you how to do that. Our first segment is Things to Do, and that's Things to Do this week, which is brought to you by Mr. John Evans and Evans Financial.
Evans Financial over there across from the park, the gazebo. It used to be a half a gazebo. It still is a half a gazebo.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm across the street from it, under the blue and white awning. And once again, still tax time. And you're thinking about your IRAs, you're thinking about your 401ks you left at your old job. You need to gather those things up and bring those statements in and see me, and let's make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing for you. And being independent is a good chance I can help you do just that. So stop in and see me, have a cup of coffee, and we'll make sure you're on the right path.
Yeah, and there's John's contact info. And like we said, he is across from what used to be the park, kind of is a park, barely is a park. But we have festoon lights.
And trains.
And trains.
Yes.
And things to do. This is this week. This is today, so we got to hurry.
Yeah, today, March the 3rd, at the Roan Choral Society at the Princess Theater, and that's at 3 p.m. So about the time this is coming up on Facebook, it'll be time to get dressed and go out and see that.
Hopefully it'll be soon, because we got faster speeds now, so maybe this will be up sooner than that.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit more time to make your decisions, but they will accept a donation of $15 or more to get in.
Yeah, check it out for a good cause. On this date in history, this is a big one.
Yeah, Boston Massacre, and British soldiers killed 5 people in a crowd for throwing snowballs.
Damn.
And some of them had rocks in them. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
And sticks and stuff. But there wasn't no call for shooting these people. And one of the first people, actually the first person to die for American freedom, was an African-American man named Crispus Attucks.
Yes.
And
very important day.
Very important day.
Yeah, big one. Lots of movies about that one.
Yeah.
But they don't always tell that whole story like you did there. I didn't know about the African-American guy.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't realize it, because let me come back to us since we're going to talk about it. But there's like that John Adams movie and all that stuff, and I'll have to go back and see, because they didn't make a big deal about the fact that it was an African-American guy, and I didn't know, so I think that's interesting. But definitely an important day in history.
Absolutely.
And then back here.
Yeah, March the 5th, they're having an open ride there at Roan State Community College Expo in the indoor arena from 5 to 10, and it's $5 a horse and $5 a rider.
Yeah, they be riding and then they be jamming.
They be jamming still at the Bradbury Community Club from 6 to 10. Cost you $2 to get in. They do have snacks and food available, but for that same $2, you can not only watch and listen, but you can play. So bring your instrument and find a group to play with.
And then they be worshiping?
They still be worshiping. Every Wednesday, they're having their adult Bible study at the First Presbyterian Church, right across from the middle school down there in Rockwood. And there's a schedule of events. Of course, they have Sunday school and Sunday worship services, Wednesday Bible study. Women's Association meets on every second Thursday.
Yeah.
And they got a Love Kitchen meal and fellowship the second and fourth Saturdays.
Yeah.
So it's a little complicated,
That's
but
a
they'll
lot.
help you with it. Yeah.
That's off of one breath.
Yeah, that's one place of a lot of things to do. But we appreciate them watching. They always watch our show. Also, we're not sure who it is. And for all I know, they don't know till Monday either.
Yeah, but they're having Food Truck Wednesdays in Harriman every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2. And it's always good.
Yeah, check that out. Here's a cool one. This one will be Jason Crabb.
He's a Grammy Award winner.
He is.
And he'll be at the Cumberland County Playhouse at 6:30 Central Time. And and there's some other acts in that graphic that are coming.
Yep.
So have a look at that and go out and see them.
Yeah, don't forget that's Central Time.
Yep.
Check that out. And then back at Roan State again.
Yeah, the Oak Ridge Kennel Club at Roan State, and that goes from the 7th through the 10th. And they're using both arenas from that place from 9 a.m. to 8
That's
p.m.
cool.
Yeah, and we're bouncing back and forth between Crossville and Rockwood and
Yeah.
Harriman, but this one's back in Crossville.
Artemis Powell, is that a name of a band, or is that the dude that played with Skinner?
Good question. I don't know.
I don't know, man. If it's the dude with Skinner, that's pretty cool.
He was a drummer, correct?
Yeah, I don't know.
And but anyway, a tribute to Michael Jackson on the 9th.
Yeah, anyway, March 8th, the Liberty Roan for Liberty meeting. That's Friday.
Our representative there, Marty Fritz.
Marty Fritz.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, so go
Yep.
out and talk to him.
Yeah, check that out. There's our first sign of spring. The spring home show's coming.
Yep, it's the 2024 Spring Home Show at the Cumberland County Fairgrounds in Crossville. So and that's on the 8th and the 9th, 2 days for that.
Central Time, don't forget about that. And then back again at Roan State.
The Kennel Club, now we are a bit confused. If you're confused, you're not alone. But it's the Oak Ridge Kennel Club, this time from the 9th to the 10th at Roan State Community College Expo Center. Saturday and from 9 to 12, and Sunday from 5 till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
to 11. So get up early on Sunday. If you
Lord.
wanna-
And it's weird because they got a lot going on, so.
And they're listed twice. So if you're
5 a.m.
confused as we are, call Tracy Jones
Yes.
at 530-520-9210.
And then your farmer's market,
They're still
Saturday.
have their winter hours
Yep.
of 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Preserve in Oak Ridge.
Yep, and those hours will continue to March 30th. Here's a very cool one. This is awesome.
Yeah, we did this last year out of Arrowhead, and is a really good thing to do, and it's a lot of fun. You can imagine, but you get on a pontoon boat, at least from Arrowhead, get on a pontoon boat and go to a part of the lake, and get out and you got bags and you clean up. And I should have brought a picture of the pontoon that was going around collecting the bags, but that thing was about to sink.
Really?
It was.
I wonder how did they get it
Golly.
to the dump from there? That marina that's right here on 70?
I think they, we just offloaded them there at the marina, and then they put it after, the event was done. They put it in trucks and took
Oh,
it
so
to
you
the.
unloaded there at the Arrowhead?
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
you show up at Arrowhead, and they give you some gloves and some stuff like that. Wear rubber boots. I would if you're going to do it. It comes in handy, and. Get out, you got a section that you're going to do, or that your group is going to do. You get out there and just scatter. And we picked up a whole lot of trash. One lady found part of a deer skull with a shed antler on it,
Whoa.
which was really cool. And you find some weird things out there.
Wow.
And but it was a lot of fun, and we picked up a whole lot of trash.
Yeah, so 3 counties covered in Meigs County. You can go to Mr. Twister in 10 Mile or the Blue Springs Marine, Ray County Arrowhead Resort in Spring City or Veterans Park, and then Roan County at the Caney Creek Boat Ramp or the Gravel Pit in Kingston or Tom Fuller Park. So that's awesome. Very cool. On this date in history, this is a neat one. This is cool. I did not know that first of all, I always thought the dog's name was Sputnik, which that was stupid. And I didn't know that there was other passengers on
Yeah,
this one.
they frogs and a guinea pig. I didn't know that
Yeah.
either. But I did know that his name wasn't Sputnik.
What's his name?
I'm sure. I don't know. Blackie.
Blackie. Chernushka.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like somebody. He's looking like somebody mispronounced his name there.
It looks like they just told him what they were going to do.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
I signed up for what?
What? You're going to put me where? Anyway, back on Earth.
Back on Earth. and this is at Roane County Park, but
Yes.
the Iron Pig,
Yes.
they're having their Frisbee golf tournament out there, and they got a really good Frisbee golf course, and they do this every year, so get out there and either watch or participate in that.
Yeah, that's on Saturday, and then there's one going on right now as we speak. But next Sunday,
Next Sunday, they're having a brunch. They're always doing something out there at the Rockwood Marina and RV Resort
Yes.
at the little restaurant there. But this brunch is next weekend is going to go to Roane County Paws.
yeah, very good cause, and check out, they've got a great deal coming up from March 15th to April 15th. It's coming up later in the show for a crazy deal. If you're an RV camper, you don't want to miss that one. That heads us into local school news brought to you by the Spotted Frog.
Spotted Frog right across the street from us here, kind of catty corner a little
Yeah.
bit at Wilkes Production Studios, right there on the corner of Rockwood Street and Front Street. And they've got a little bit of everything. They've got 18 flavors of ice cream. They got a multitude of options for your boba tea. That's a tea with the little floating things in it. It's really good. And once again, we came through town Friday night about 8 o'clock, and there was a line of people in there buying stuff. So if you're downtown, there's a lot of stuff to do anymore on the weekend. So get down here in downtown Rockwood and check it out and get you some ice cream.
Yeah, that's awesome. Go check them out. Tell them you heard about it here. Your important days, I guess the big one, spring break. That's what everybody's looking for, March 11th to March 15th. That's not far away.
No.
And I don't think it's going to be that warm of a spring break. So if you're going to be looking for warmth, you're going to have to travel far away. Your important in-service days, staff development days. There's your lunch menu for this week. There's no school on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's in honor of somebody's birthday, I think.
That's right. So that's cool. I didn't.
No, it's election day. I think.
Didn't even pay attention to that. Calzone on Wednesday, chicken tenders, and pizza on Friday. Again, also, here is some other rock. We actually got some sports kicking back in.
Yeah, March the 5th, they got soccer at Clinton. No, excuse me, Clinton at home.
Yeah.
And on the 8th, we got softball away at Oakdale.
Yeah, and I would say that this is probably why we don't have a Rockwood report. These kids are getting everything ready for their grants, like your Pell Grants and all that kind of stuff, all your different school loans and all that stuff. They have to have all that stuff in. So if you want to go, and you can actually meet in the Rockwood High School Library March 4th, which is tomorrow at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And this is a drop-in event. You can email Mrs. Williams. But again, important stuff going on. If you want to get your fix of the Rockwood High School students, Mrs. Clement's journalism class, RHS podcast is called Tiger Talk Podcast, and you can find that on Spotify. So I'm sure we'll have a student reporter next week. That heads us into weather, which is brought to you by At Home Hair Care. Christy Hensley is the owner of that, and the great thing about that is you don't have to go anywhere. She'll come to you and she'll cut your hair, do your perms and all that stuff, all ages, you name it. If you got a bunch of kids, you can get them all done at once. If you're or you can put them against the wall there, wherever she catches them. She'll cut their hair. But it's really cool, and check her out on Facebook. Look up At Home Hair Care, or look up Christy Hensley. Also got a thing, WVLT Channel 8. And all the weather crew, Heather Haley, Ben Cathy, Paige Noel, Kyle Granger, and Jacob Durham, all the weather team. Sometimes we are lucky enough to get a video from multiple Emmy Award winning meteorologist Ben Cathy. And we have one of those today. So here is meteorologist Ben Cathy from WVLT to tell you about whether or not we should be seeing much rain.
About a meteorologist is that the rain gear is never too far away, because boy, we've had a lot of rainfall in the month of February, and more is coming for this first full week of March, right? Kind of in like a lion. So what we've got is rainfall later on Tuesday night into Wednesday, then some showers late Thursday into Friday especially, and then into Saturday. With apologies to Jeff Jarnigan, it's not football time in Tennessee, it is mud season in Tennessee. If your backyard looks anything like mine, it is a big old mud puddle. But believe it or not, right around us, there's still a little bit of drought. Northern part of Cumberland County, western parts of Morgan County, southern parts of Fentress, right around the Catoosa game land that Scott and I did a really cool piece about quails in, that is still technically in a drought. We think that'll change over the next couple of weeks. I'm Ben Cathy.
Yeah, that's Ben Cathy, and we appreciate that video. And now we take it over to the weather wall. There he is, Mr. Howard.
Hey, this was going to be short and sweet, so like before he said some rain, whatever days he mentioned, but that's cool because if you can see the temperatures, we're averaging in the nice warmer areas right now. Even in the even the evenings, we're around the 50s, of the average of 50s. So this week's going to look good, except for I think they said we're still in a drought for the state of Tennessee. So just be aware of the rain and your local weather radar.
Yeah,
It's clear.
it is. Even in Bowling Green.
Yeah, it's clear. So
There he goes. And again, we have to thank WVLT. Go download their apps. They have a news app and also a weather app, and both of those can be programmed to your exact location. And the cool thing about that is it'll give you any alerts of school closings, traffic alerts, all that kind of stuff. And we appreciate Ben Cathy with us with our little video there. That heads us into other interest, which is stuff going on later in the weeks and coming months. Brought to you by Ken and Mary March at Shape Up.
Shape Up, a great little gym over there, what we like to call the Shape Up Plaza. Over there with Big Lots and Tractor Supply. They got a little bit of everything in there. They got aerobics classes. They got great rooms for that. They got free weights. They have your cardio equipment and a nice little indoor track that you can walk. But the greatest thing is, if you're an older person and you're on a Medicare Advantage plan or a supplement, it's a good chance your plan is going to pay your membership dues for you. So give Ken and Mary a call at 865-466-3966. Let them set you up with that. Get healthy and do it for free. Why not?
Yeah, and here we go into other interests. And again, it's stuff that's not happening this week, but we start off with a big one. This is such a good deal. I wish I had a camper.
Yeah, for $450, you can park there for an entire month, 15th to the 15th.
That's amazing.
That is an amazing thing.
this is perfect for them new cats that buy RVs. They know how to set up, tear down. This would be perfect for them.
Yeah, it would. It would. It'd be, and it's a wonderful facility anyway. And I would say that would be a great thing if you got one you want to sell.
Yeah.
Park it down there, have you some weekends down there, put a sign on it.
Too. Yeah.
What a great deal. Love the Rockwood Marina and RV Resort. They're doing so much, and they kind of started out in the rough time of year, and they're still busy and doing things. So now that we're finally heading into the nice weather season, I can't wait to see what they do.
Heated pool will be available for weekend recreation.
Yeah, very awesome. Also, Easter Sunday, we have our community sunrise service.
Yeah, down at Airhead Resort. We all did that last year, and that was a good time.
Yeah.
And they're going to do it again.
Yep, got Madison singing and also Jack Mosley. So go check that out. Good time, and the great thing is if the weather's bad, we'll be inside, and if it's nice, if we get lucky for a nice Sunday, Easter Sunday with a nice spring-like weather, we'll be outside, so that'll be awesome. Also, it's coming.
Yeah, Thunder Road Festival, we're moving that thing over to Roanoke State Community College from downtown Rockwood for reasons that I will explain to you gladly. If you give me a call, I'll tell you everything I think about that.
Yeah.
And my number, of course, if you want to talk about your IRAs and stuff, or talk about Thunder Road, it's 865-354-1337. And we're looking for vendors, we're looking for cars, anything that, any questions you've got about it, give us a holler, because we expect to have a good day then.
Yeah, still going to be providing the sound out there. We'll be playing music and stuff. It's going to be weird. It's just a big pain in the butt, if you ask me, because we try to promote downtown, but when downtown doesn't want to make it easy for us to promote downtown, you gotta adapt.
Yeah, we do.
And this is where we are.
So we're out at Roanoke State.
But can't wait to see that. The good thing is the cars are going to be able to spread out and be everywhere.
I think the layout will help. It'll be a lot easier I think we're going to be able to intermix the cars and the vendors, so you've got a good flow through all that.
And we might pick up some more Harriman and Kingston since we're kind of out in their direction.
Yeah.
So.
At least it's not stopping. You're having it every year still.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the cool part. It's still going to go on. So come see us. Just don't come downtown. You'll be wondering where everybody's at.
Well, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of calls about that on that morning, you know.
Yeah, and we'll go live while we're out there and stuff, and that way people will see. But anyway, it's gonna be a big one. Can't wait. It's always our yearly thing that kind of lets us know spring is here, so that's awesome. Also, speaking of spring street festivals,
Yeah, Kingston's having their Spring Street Festival from 11 a.m. to 4 on the 9th.
Yes.
So that's coming up, and not far.
oh gosh, it's coming so fast. Here's another cool one. They're just starting this out. They're trying to build some people out there at the Cumberland Mountain School, but they're having what they're calling a food truck park, and it's every Tuesday and Thursday. And they're looking for vendors. This is right behind the Walmart in Crossville, so everybody goes to Walmart in Crossville.
Yeah, everybody does.
That's like the main part of Crossville, if you ask me. That's like the big hub. But hey, contact Hayden if you're interested and you want to take your food truck out there and make it into a big thing, but they'll do it every Tuesday and Thursday. So that's awesome. These folks sent this in to us, and we appreciate them watching. It's the Roane County Amateur Radio Club, and they're going to be inviting people for so you can learn to be a Skywarn spotter, which is very cool.
And you say that's the ham radio folks here?
Yeah, it's all the ham radio guys. They are going to be bringing in the National Weather Service forecasters from Morristown.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're going to conduct Skywarn spotter training, so you can become a Skywarn weather spotter. The training is free. They ask that you register, but it is not required.
And then they kind of network with their radio equipment and let everybody know what's going on?
Yeah, it's just like, so if there's severe weather or there's tornadoes or anything going on, these people, because in the event that normal like cell service and stuff goes down, these people can still communicate with their amateur radios, and those are now handheld, and they have mobile ones that you can put in your car. And back when I did it, it was this monster thing that
and I thought it was still a monster thing with a monster antenna. outside your
some
house.
of them still do that, but technology's come so far that they put all that into a little handheld thing now, and you can broadcast almost as far. Now you're not going to be doing like your Morse code, like the big tower and the big unit actually allows you to talk to the other countries because of skip. It skips through the atmosphere. Where I don't think you'll get that kind of power with
Relay towers
with the handheld thing.
You know what and this is off the subject, but you know what's coming? And they're bringing
Solar flares?
No. Direct to satellite phones.
Oh yeah.
You think about that with
You
Elon
can get them
Musk.
now, but they're expensive.
Well, X is going to use their satellites for direct to satellite cell communication. So you'll have no dead spot on the entire planet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use the Starlink thing sometimes on a daily basis. At work, we have a Starlink, and not all that impressed.
Yeah, people should go to that training, man, because the more eyes you got on the ground, the safer things are probably big.
Absolutely.
I had high expectations for the Starlink thing. I mean, it's great because you can still get internet in areas where you normally can't get internet. But I think it'll get better as they add satellites, because right now what happens is, if like say you're out where I've used is like Gatlinburg, well, I only have so much sky out there because there's trees.
Yeah.
And even though I was in like the Welcome Center's big parking lot, which is wide open, you still only get less horizon. So you're picking up a satellite as it goes through, and then it picks up another one. So
you got a little bit of latency between.
Sometimes you'll lose it, and I've had it just go haywire and cut out.
Right.
So I think as he gets more satellites, it'll probably get better.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was going to be so amazing. I had I think I had too high of expectations for it, because I was just like, man, this is going to be awesome. But it's okay.
I know, it's off the subject, but
It's getting better.
it's my fault.
Yeah.
Money back later.
But anyway, it all still relates to this, which is very cool. So contact them and tell them you heard about it here. Easter egg hunt, and this is cool.
Yeah, have a look at that poster there.
Yeah,
they got it all, man.
They got it all. So give them a call and just, at 865, of course, 316-6167. Even
Yeah.
if you can't make it to this thing, give them a call and praise them for what they've done. And look at that. They got a quiet hunt.
Yeah.
For those people who have trouble with loud noises and stuff, they got a beeping hunt
For the opposite.
for
Yeah.
people that can't see well,
That's
they're visually impaired. They got a magnetic hunt for people
Yeah.
that can't get around. They got mobility problems.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So cool.
And then they got a general Easter egg hunt with and without assistance. So, hey, you can go to an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, there's nobody that I don't think falls into some category there. So.
That's really cool. I've never seen one like this, so I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, check that out and give them a call, the KTG Foundation. You can find them on Facebook as well. It's awesome. Sisters Market's having a bunny hop bash.
Yeah, that's right down there on the end of town on the south end at Sisters Market, and that is going to be on the 16th from 10 a.m. to 3.
Yeah, and it was such a big success that the Oliver Springs Police Department is doing it again. All you got to pay is a range fee.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's an enhanced concealed carry,
Yeah.
of course. And honestly, the ones you go through, sometimes the bare minimum to get your permit, which I don't even think you need in the state of Tennessee.
No, it's
You're
insane.
silly if you're going to carry
Take
and
the
you
training.
don't do.
Yes.
You should train and practice.
Yep.
Especially if
And,
you've got kids. I mean, if there's anybody else in the house, because the most common time for gun accidents is when you're cleaning the gun, somebody gets shot, which is so stupid to me. But again, knowledge is power.
That's right.
Do not carry a handgun because you can. Like, go get trained.
Get the training.
And just the situational awareness of what can you do in this situation, what can't you do.
Oh,
because
yeah,
the worst
and the
thing you want to do
legalities.
is think that, oh, my actions are justified, and find out instead of protecting yourself from a criminal, you have become one.
Exactly.
And that's a bad thing.
Yeah. So, but this is great. You should go even if you already have a handgun, go do this. There's no reason you shouldn't, and you're getting taught by the best people, the people that really know about this because they use guns every day. So go check that out. Here's a cool one for a good cause. This is for Deputy Shelby Eggers. This is at Country Tonight Theater, and they're hosting a benefit concert for her. If you don't remember, this was the deputy that was shot. She survived the incident in Maryville, where the other officer had been killed. But this is a benefit for her. They got Lou Vuitto out there, John Fee and the Honky Tonk Playboys, Robert Kiefer, Daniel Michael Crane will be out there, and it's all for a good cause. Tickets are $20, and I'm sure you could give more if you'd like to. And then it's coming, April 20th.
They're going to start the Kingston Lakeside Farmer Market again, and that's a great place to go out there, and it's local produce, so, it's good. And people say, there's some health benefits to eating locally produced stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So get out there at Kingston on 9 a.m. to 12 when that starts and get some produce.
Yeah, the new applications are already full, but you can get on the wait list. This is something that's going on. That first one, April 20th, is Bees and Blooms Flower Farm's going to be out there. So that's awesome. So you can check that out. And wrapping it up, the Roan Gala, it's still coming.
Yep, on April the 26th, be here before you know it.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of information if you want to be a sponsor or be involved in that. There's way too much information to tell you.
Yep.
on a graphic. But I'm waiting for my computer. That heads us to birthdays, which is brought to you by Six Little Teacups. That's our awesome favorite little bakery and sweet shop. It's just down 58. We say it's in Chattanooga, but if it was anything, it's very far north Chattanooga, and it's really not
Around
even.
Cleveland in that area.
It's Harrison area, but it's just down 58. If you're going from Kingston, it's not probably a 35-minute drive, 30-minute if you drive like me, but it's right on the right if you're heading south from Kingston. You can't miss it. Six Little Teacups. She's got sweets in there every day, or you can get custom cakes, custom cookies, custom whatever, wedding cakes. She does it. She does it all.
About the drawing, we got about the drawing too.
Your kids can have a princess tea party. And yeah, we're going to start doing, we'll start it in April.
Okay.
Since I've just been so unorganized. But we'll start it in April, so that's an even start date instead of in the middle. Or we could start it this month, I guess. We could start it this month. Why not?
We'll let them know.
I'll check and make sure Kim's ready to start it this
Absolutely,
month. But we may start it, and if your birthday falls basically on the program, that gets you an entry. And then also, if you comment about somebody's birthday, it gets you and that person an entry to get a free cake or custom sweet or whatever. My recommendation would be get her cinnamon rolls, because those are freaking amazing.
But the other thing
She
too,
also makes those, what's they called, the cream horns.
like the cannolis.
No, it's
But the other thing too, if you've got a friend or a family member with a birthday that you're afraid we may not show, email them to us.
Yeah.
Contact us, let us know, and we'll put them on.
Yeah.
And if you got photos that you want to show, send those on.
Absolutely. You'll see some of those coming up in today. So
Unfortunately.
Monday,
It's Cheryl Cook and Richard Ladford.
Yes. Happy birthday to Cheryl and Terry Cook.
On the 5th, you share a birthday with Henry II of England, Penn Jillette of Penn and Teller fame, and that includes Tammy Cox Braden, Craig White, Karen Martin.
Yes, Brenda Chansey. If you ever come into WVLT, she'll be the first one you see. She's our receptionist out there, but she's super cool. She's always getting my packages that come in. So thank you, Brenda, for that. And Lakita Bagwell Graves, a good friend of ours. Now she's way out in South Carolina, but happy birthday to her. I hit the wrong button because we got another big one on Tuesday.
No, I'll be 62. I'm getting old.
But
I used to have no gray hair.
And look at how much Tom, we were talking about that earlier, like Tom shot up.
That was about a year, maybe a little bit more a year between the Graceland picture, and that's a picture from last year's river cleanup. And he has grown quite a bit. And he's still growing.
Yeah, it's amazing. But a big happy birthday to Mr. John. So if you come around on Tuesday, tell him happy birthday, or just get on here and comment, and that'll get you and John entered for some sweets. Hopefully.
I think I'm disqualified.
Nah, you still can.
Okay, anyway, on the 6th, you got Michelangelo a long time ago, and Shaquille O'Neal, who we was talking about earlier, had a hand span of 14
you gotta
inches.
show them.
That,
from there to there.
that's about 7 or 8 inches, or maybe, I think I measured it, but 14 is about there.
Shaq's
Can you
hand.
imagine?
His hand is that big.
Is that big?
That's like 2 hands.
That's like 2 hands. Actually, it is 2 hands.
Golly, that's insane.
And that includes April Slauson, Alvin Hagermaker, Blair Poland, and Rick Evans.
Hey, and if you're a big Shaq fan, just because we're talking about Shaq, don't forget you can go back previous. Gosh, it's almost been over almost 2 years ago now. Gosh. But we broadcasted this program live from Shaq's radio station in Florida. So go back and check that out. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we did.
You guys didn't make the trip.
No, we didn't.
I don't know what happened there. Something to do with the travel thing. But yeah. But anyway, we did the show because I still included y'all. It's the rhetorical we. We, Small Town Network.
Usually that's the kind of stuff that gets me in trouble.
That's true.
When people include
There's
get
a
stuff.
legality there.
Yeah.
But Wednesdays, did we say them all?
Yes, we did.
Okay. And then Thursday.
Thursday, you got Brian Cranston, and that includes Rachel Collier. That's your people, huh?
Yep. Michael James and Stephen Knowles, who's a performer out in Pigeon Forge. He's also a really good ventriloquist, so go check out Stephen at Pigeon Forge. And then Friday,
You got Janine Swasgood.
and then Maggie True and Clark Metters. And then Saturday,
You got Amerigo Vespucci, where it's where America got its name, actually. Yuri Gagarin.
America Vespucci.
Yeah, he was an astronaut, went around the Earth. And Bobby Fischer.
Yeah. Annette Clark Nutt, Nancy Newcomb,
Mark Smith.
Those are yours still, aren't
Yeah, they are.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I got excited because of the Clark Nut.
Yeah. Mark Smith, and I'll do yours. Jacob Durham and Travis Smith.
Jacob is our meteorologist at WVLT. He also does the Exploring Tennessee segment. And Yeah, Sunday birthdays.
You
It's
share a
falling
birthday
apart.
with James Earl Ray
Oh.
and Osama bin Laden
Oh.
and Chuck Norris.
Oh.
So you got all the criminals, and then you got Chuck Norris and kind of watch them away because Chuck
Gosh.
Norris obviously could just think about and kill any
Right.
of those people.
Right.
And that includes Brent Walker and Tim Robinson.
Meteorologist Heather Haley shares a birthday with Osama. And Crystal Gray and Brent Garrett. I don't think Heather knows that she shares a birthday with, but she might watch the program, so she's gonna find out.
Yep.
But don't forget, if you have a friend with a birthday or anything like that, or if you have an event, or also don't forget, you get your money back. We have a money back guarantee. Whatever you paid for this program, if you didn't like it,
Yep.
you just shoot us an email and we'll get
And I'm covering it
this
this week.
birthday boy's week. He's paying.
I'm paying. If you don't like it, you get your money back.
Yeah.
And you can get a hold of me at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com. But the quickest, easiest, most cost-effective method is to message us directly on Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. You hear him in the background. Our friends Uzori. They are still fighting for their lives and their freedom over there in Ukraine. But yeah, that wraps another week.
That's it.
We're a long show, so I'm going to
Yeah.
wrap it up fast. But thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget, like, share, follow. Check us out on all the other stuff, Instagram, X, Twitter. Yeah.
All the major platforms.
Do it. Yeah. So from everybody here at Small Town Network, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
I'm Howard Howell.
Yeah. So stop by and say happy birthday to Mr. John. But thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, Bob.
Have a great week.
Take care now.